Hello, Leo. This is your love reading for this month. So we're going to see how um, your partner or love interest feels about your behavior right now. So how they think you're behaving with them and in general, and then we're also seeing how they feel about you. Let's get to it. We have the Six of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and the King of Cups reversed. From where I see it, okay. So I feel like some of you, okay. Some of you live quite far away from your lover or person. Okay, there's too many. So okay, cool. One at a time. Some of you live far away from the person you like. Yeah, I don't know. It could literally be you live in different cities, different countries. I don't know. There's some long distance going on. Or it's a situation where they're with you one minute and then the next they're away. And that could be because of business, but emotionally you're very much tied together. Okay, so there's some of you that are in that situation, and then there's some of you where you actually live quite close to this person, but the thing is they feel a strong emotional connection with you. Like the way they feel about you is like they've known you since they were like one or two. Some of you literally they probably could have known you since childhood, and maybe you've grown up to be with this person. Sometimes it works like that. Sometimes people meet each other like when they're like 5, 6 through I don't know school, I don't know, or just a really young age, and then it turns out that that's the person that you basically end up with, you know? And it could be like that. So this could be like a childhood love, um, picking that up strong. Or for those of you where you just met this person, or is a new person, they feel like an instant attraction to you, and they feel like that's how you're behaving, like you're keeping in touch with them. The conversations you guys have, they're very like childlike, sweet, loving, kind, and then for some of you it's literally like you've known this person for a really long time, like they feel like they've known you forever basically. And then they feel like when you do speak to them, is a good catch up, is a good time, you know. Some of you, it's, I don't know, you kind of make it into a party in some sense. Like you're just very charismatic, um, loving. I don't know, that's the vibe I'm picking up, right? But anyways, you put effort in your connection with this person no matter how it is. So if you just met this person, they feel like they've known you for time. If you've been in a connection with this person for a long time, they still feel like the connection, there's a strong bond there, and nothing's really gonna really break that because you make sure nothing breaks that. And then if this is an ex, they really want to come back because they're just feeling like whoever they're with now, it is not the same. They are not bonding the same the way that they bond with you. So they're wanting to come back at this point, and that's how they're viewing you. Like they're like I need to be with Leo because that's who I have the strongest attachment with, or the strongest connection with, I should say. So if this is a ex, they feel uncomfortable to come back though, because of shame. I don't know how it ended, but there's this element of I'm just uncomfortable. I don't know if I can come back. So if you, sometimes connections just don't work. If the connection didn't work because of you, they're like, it's just I just don't know if I feel comfortable coming back after you did what you did because I don't want to get hurt again. But I do have a strong attachment to you still. And then for those of you, if it's the ex's fault as to why you guys aren't together anymore, or is for their reasons, then they just feel uncomfortable because of shame and embarrassment at this point. but they do want to connect back with you, you know, so there's that. And some of you, I just think it's because of distance, but it is what it is. Um, Either way, if it's because of distance, then that's making them feel uncomfortable as well. And they feel like you're feeling uncomfortable because of the distance between you and them also is making the connection uncomfortable. Right. I don't ever see a Leo actually struggling with this, but maybe I shouldn't, you know, be stereotypical or jump to conclusions. But some of you may be having like financial issues or problems, and your person, like, they can kind of pick that up or sense it. Like, they feel like you're being very strategic with your money right now. Maybe it's not that you have financial issues, but they're like, you're not really, you know, splashing it on unnecessary things right now. You're being very careful. And they're like, okay, so interesting. But they feel like that's just on your mind a lot for some reason. What does that have to do with it? Okay, cool. All right then. So, I don't know, guys. Some of your money issues, your exes can kind of feel that for some reason, or the people you're currently talking to can see that. You'll be very strategic with your money now. Whereas before it might have been like he was splashing it on unnecessary things, you know. If you don't know what splashing means, it means like he was spending your money, you was flossing, you was spending your money on whatever you wanted to spend it on. And now they're thinking like, oh, you're being quite stingy with money. Like, what's happening? You wasn't really doing that before, but yeah, okay. I don't know. That was a message for someone out there. And it, as I said, if it's not about material stuff, and you know, some of you, you're not dressing as flashy as you used to. I don't know. I'm not saying some of you probably don't dress flashy in it, but I'm picking up messages for particular people, right? So it's either you were spending, overspending, or you was looking real flashy, or you was doing up design. I don't know what was happening, but now it's kind of like you've toned down on the spending and the looks. I don't know. And they've observed this and they're like, okay, cool, fair enough, I understand, I get it. Okay, let me see what else I see. I don't know, maybe you guys are saving for a house or something. I don't know, there must be a reason why you've done this, but there's that. If this is a new person, because they wouldn't know you're cutting down on money, so that's a completely different situation. If this is a new person, yes, they feel very attached to you, but then they're feeling a bit uncomfortable because they're kind of like, how can I feel so attached to you at a short period of time? That's very scary. Like, I hope like I'm not being love bombed by you, or I hope that like I'm not you know, falling for a dream, because like this person doesn't want to get hurt, so they really like you. And they feel like they go along with you very well, but they're kind of scared that, you know, it might not work. You know, they're kind of scared that you might low-key be fake, but there's no proof of that. So it's just this person's insecurities at this point. And then we have the King of Cups reversed. So I don't know. This person, so if you've kind of done something to this person where they actually feel uncomfortable, because I'm reading for all different situations here right now. If you kind of done something where you've made this person feel uncomfortable, they feel like you're being emotionally manipulative right now, to get your way. I don't know, maybe to get in their good books. So there's that. But if you're not the type of person to do that, and you've always kept it 100 with this person and everything's cool with you guys, then they feel like, you know, 1 minute you're very loving and caring, and the next your emotions are kind of off, like you kind of switch them off, and they're just kind of like, so are you loving or you're not? Because like you just switched from, you know, I don't know, you switched from like Mother Teresa to what's his name, to I don't know, to some really strict guy or something like that, to some unemotional person like that. You know, and some of you may feel like I don't do that, but you know, to your person, they might feel like sometimes you do that. Like 1 minute is lovey-dovey, hi, how are you, hugs, kisses, and then the next, like, you're kind of gone, or you've disappeared, or like is the conversation's gone real icy real quick. And they're like, this is making me uncomfortable because, like, which one are you? You know, I'm not saying you guys are Jekyll and Hyde, you know, I'm not saying you're giving that, but it's giving, how can you be emotionally open and then just kind of icy the next minute, you know? I don't know, this is their perspective. You may feel like you're not like that, innit? Fair enough, but this is their perspective at this point, you know? So that's how they feel like you're behaving. Like, the emotions isn't really balanced in terms of like what you're giving them. You guys might be like, excuse me, I need time for myself. Like, I can't be giving all my energy to them and there's no time for me. I hear that, but like they're taking, when you do take the time to yourself and you're not speaking to them 24/7, they're looking at it like you're being a bit icy. So, you know, you got, yeah, that's just their view at that point. This is from like any relationship stance at this point. Oh, cool. And X. So for some of you, if it's not that 1 minute you're emotionally open and then the mix and then the next minute you're cold, an X might feel like you're not gonna take them back because of a mistake they made, and you might feel uncomfortable about it. So it seems like you're always gonna be nice, like you're always gonna be like a friend to them, but it can never be a relationship again because they violated too much, like they did too much. Some of you, if this is a yeah, sorry guys. I mean, I'm trying to make it sound nice, but it is what it is at this point. Some of you did this thing where you're very loving 1 minute and then the next is icy. I don't know what happened, but maybe you have to put your attention on something else. That's just how life is. So yeah. Um. Okay. I'm not gonna do too much on this because that's all I'm really picking up for those three cards. But let's get into how they feel about you. We have the Princess of Cups, the Hermit, and the Queen of Pentacles. So, right. So for those of you that's given energy of, oh, I'm caring and loving, and then, oh, I'm ice cold, like, because there's this energy of affection and then none, like, this person, they're not used to that. It's either they're with an icy partner or they're with a loving partner, right? So because you kind of give a bit of both, they might start to do this thing where they don't show you a lot of affection like they did before because they don't want to be violated. And you guys might view it like I wasn't actually trying to violate them, like I wasn't personally, trying to not show them affection. As I said, I've got things to do, fair enough, but they're taking it personally. So it's like, if you're gonna be icy 1 minute, then that's how I'm gonna be. So it's kind of like tit for tat, basically. So there might be times where they're just not as affectionate as they usually are because they feel like that's what you're doing to them, and they think like that's fair, basically. Those of you where you're just extremely loving and you don't do this thing where you just turn ice cold and that, your person, they're getting a bit scared at this point because it's like, why are you so nice? Like, why is there not like any, I'm not seeing any red flags. I'm getting a bit suspicious and a bit scared at this point. So they may be withholding affection because of that as well, because you're just seeming a bit too good to be true. But oh well, like, is what it is. So yeah, I don't know. They're getting a bit scared. Yeah. So for some of you, okay, cool, because it's different groups at this point. Okay, cool. For some of you, like, you're just constantly affectionate to a person. So there's no cold behavior, just constantly constantly loving. And this person is like, yeah, that's weird, because who's constantly loving? You don't get mad once. Scary, red flag. So they're like, I need to remove myself. That's why I have the Hermit here. Like, I need to kind of run away. So they're doing like runner energy. Like, oh my gosh, this is a bit scary. Like, no way, too good to be true. So if you're kind of like, I didn't do anything. Like, I've actually just been loving. Like, I've been considerate. I've been caring. Even when this person doesn't show me affection, I've been caring. They're just like, no, that's weird. And you ain't cussed me once. What is that? So yeah, they're just, this person might be used to toxic relationships, and maybe they're starting to get in a connection with you and you're not showing any toxic behavior, so they're thinking that's very weird. But yeah, I don't know. For some of you, if you are showing ice cold energy sometimes, because you got to be real with yourself, you got to know which pile you belong to. If you are showing ice cold energy sometimes, then the reason why this person is withdrawing themselves from you here and there is because like they're like, well, you can get a taste of your own medicine. Like, you want to withdraw, so you want to be icy with me, I will withdraw myself from you. That's fair. Like, that's how they view it. They do really, really care about you. Don't get twisted though, because the Queen of Pentacles is here. So this person's like, I really care about you. Like, they love you. I feel like they really love you. For the Queen of Pentacles to be here, yeah, like they view you as wife material. If you're a woman, or like, even if you're a guy. If you're a guy, no. Hold on, I don't. Because like, do you know what it is? I try to include all genders to my channel. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to isolate anyone. You know, I don't want to discriminate. You know, so if you're feminine energy, like they really love you. They, you know, even if you're masculine energy, they want to be, you know, the feminine energy for you. Like, they don't want anyone else to be with you, if that makes sense. I don't know. I tried to make that sound sweet, but it just sounded weird. Yeah, so basically my whole point is there's strong feelings there, but whenever you get ice cold, they get ice cold in that. They think that's fair, because then they'll feel like a mug. Like, they'll feel like an idiot if they're sitting here giving you affection 24/7 and you're doing 50% ice cold behavior. No, I don't work like that. So they're like, cool, I'm gonna show a bit of ice cold behavior, but I can't do it in your face like you can do with me. I have to do it where I just don't chat to you. You just don't see me. I just don't speak to you. You know, boom. Some of you is that you're very loving and they're a bit scared. Some of you, it literally is a thing where I was getting that they live far away. I don't know. I was picking that up, especially with the Hermit here, because the Hermit is someone that's isolated. So they might feel like you're isolated, or they might feel like, you know, they can't get near to you like the way they want to. So sometimes it's because they're not physically with you, they feel like they can't be as affectionate as they want to be. So that's for some of you where the person doesn't actually live with you, or live near you. So yeah. Okay. I don't even know if anyone's going to resonate with that, but if you like this video, like, subscribe to my channel. If you like a personal reading, the details are in the description box below. Bye, Leo.